Broken Neck Radio.
So this is Insanity here for Broken Neck Radio. What's up, my metal freaks? I'm here with Tony from Battlecross. He is the guitarist. Say what's up, Tony.
What's up, guys?
So I've had the pleasure and honor of getting to interview this badass dude right before their show. They're playing tonight at Capone's in Johnson City with Trivium and a band called Roman Riot. So tell me, is this your first time playing in Johnson City?
Yes, it is.
What do you think about this venue so
It's
far?
actually really cool. It's a nice, cute little clean town, honestly. It's always nice to be stopping in places and it's not a convention.
Yeah.
But this place is actually pretty nice. We went down the street and ate at this pizza place. It's like Main Street Pizza. Out cold, man. Shit's fucking badass. Get the barbecue chicken. It's awesome.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go after the show then or something. So I got another question off of Facebook. CJ Madley wanted to know your biggest music influence and or who gave you the first concert experience.
Oh man, biggest influence would be definitely Metallica, James Hetfield. Growing up on that shit for sure. I know like a lot of guitar players, love Metallica, but I mean, I'm no different, I'm no special. But as far as like first big show would be Ozfest '98. I was like super into like Limp Bizkit like at that time, so like Limp Bizkit was playing and Seven Dust, Tool, Cold Chamber, Ozzy, Megadeth. It was fucking awesome. So good time.
That's a great experience. I'm sure that's a good way to get into the right kind of music. With I just love all those bands. They're that's an amazing lineup, by the way.
Yeah, man. At the time, especially, I was like 13 years old. Digging all that shit. I've mutated my taste since then.
Oh yeah, I've gotten a lot of harder stuff too myself. And my friend Brandon Bain wants to know how did Battlecross become so epic? Seriously.
Hey man, that's all in the eye of the beholder, man. Thank you for saying so, dude. If you're watching this. But I don't know, man. Just whatever you think. We always let the listener decide what they think of our music, and we just write the music that we want to play, we want to hear, and let it be that.
Very fucking cool. Now, you as a guitarist, now who do you draw your main influences from, and who are some of the people that inspired you to write write riffs the way that you write them?
Well, like I said, it all started with Metallica early on, big time. Learned like a lot more material, just the way there's, especially James' style, is a lot of like down picking, a lot of palm muting and stuff like that. It was like a huge inspiration early on. So now it is when you first start something and you're like all about it, and you just like that's all you do, like hours on end. That's how it starts, man. But I'd say more in recent times, like the biggest influence is touring with other bands that I've looked up to. Like Killswitch, Trivium, and In Flames, and just all like Origin and shit like that. Just going on tour with like these bands that I've always looked up to and always admired and always been inspired from their music. And then knowing them one-on-one and being on tour with them and just seeing their professionalism and how they, and other times they don't take themselves too seriously, let it hang loose. And that really, I think, rubbed off well on us, and I think shaped us into around that way. So I have to give those guys a huge props. It's just amazing that I can just say that we've done that. So.
Very cool, man. Awesome. Now let me ask you something. In your professional career since you've been doing Battlecross, what is like the proudest moment, the best you felt about yourself, or the best accomplishment you think you felt since you've been a musician in this band?
One thing that immediately comes to mind would be Orion Fest. We did Orion Festival Music last year. It was at Bound Island, Detroit, and Metallica hosted this huge festival with like they had a bunch of bands and everybody there, and a car show and the whole thing, and it was just awesome. And we got to play that, and I got to meet James and talk to him backstage, and then he actually introduced us on stage. And we were in this tent, and there was probably like I'm gonna guess like 1,200 people, and it was just rolling. It was awesome, and just for some reason everything clicked that day, and we had a lot of fun. I'll never forget it.
Metallica, they got to do it big, Metallica. They don't do anything small.
For
so
sure.
Let me ask you, this is something I asked to Nonpoint. I did an interview with Nonpoint several months back, and okay, so when I did an interview with Nonpoint, I asked this to the band, and there are some band members I guess that want to keep it a little bit family friendly. I'm gonna ask this to you. What's the craziest, as far as any kind of crazy fan story, like any kind of female fans? What's the craziest thing you've seen or heard about, or a fan approached you with? Are you gonna?
I don't know, man. Like we're pretty like laid back. The craziest shit that happens is kind of stuff we do ourselves. Like just maybe partying a little too hard or puking on stuff. But as far as like other fans or like other people, like letting it get that far, usually isn't where we go. You know what I mean? Especially like for me, I'm married. So.
Oh yeah, well that's definitely your wife.
Yeah, right. But like I don't know. I had a crazy time in Amsterdam.
Oh fuck, everybody has a crazy time in Amsterdam.
Yeah. First time there, it was in February. It was actually a tour with just with Trivium. And it was amazing. Anyway, I drank way too much that night, and I blacked out drunk. The next morning, I found out that I puked everywhere, all over the bus.
Oh yeah,
all over the walls and all over the beer and everything. So that's fine.
Awesome, man.
So we're not too crazy. It's no like lasagna and vaginas and shit like that. So
you're just missing out on the spice of life.
I guess so. Hey, whatever makes you happy. So.
I guess each his own, right? I heard a story. I forget what band it was, but they said I asked them the craziest story. They said that somebody was like trying to light a drone and they like lit their house on fire. I was like, wow, that's like a crazy story I've ever heard. So I was wondering if you guys could talk about. Yeah, I was like, dude, that's got to be an explosive party. I was like,
I'm not gonna say you told me the story, but I know a guy who was in a band who on a tour bus, a young guy got too drunk and passed out on the floor and on the bus where everybody was partying, and they lit his pubic hair on fire.
Dude, why would you do that? That's just like a man code. Like, you just don't do that. I don't know, man. I guess, if you just fall asleep.
You fall asleep on a tour bus, bro. You're fucked.
You're so fucked. You're fucked. All right, I got a couple more questions. I saw you guys perform on the Trespass America tour back in 2011 in Knoxville, big auditorium. And you guys, actually played with Trivium and Killswitch, which they're not playing here, but they're on tour with you some dates. What's it like to tour with those guys? I mean, Trivium and Killswitch are excellent musicians.
Coolest fucking guys, man. I feel totally honored and privileged to be playing on the same stage with both bands. Both of those bands are a really big inspiration to us as a band. And it's just awesome. They're super cool dudes. If you ever get a chance to interview them, they're super cool. But they're meeting. Yeah, dude.
Trivium seems like badass dudes.
Yeah, dude. They're all really fucking cool dudes.
I got one more question for you before we go. If you could collaborate with anybody, living or dead, to work with musically or writing things, living or dead, who would it be with?
So, guys, sorry.
How's it going? Oh, that's from Trivium. Wow, that's amazing. Speak of it up.
Live or dead to collaborate with?
Yeah, collaborate with musically.
I don't know, man. The best go-to answer for me is always Huey Lewis.
Huey Lewis, really? I was expecting something like Jimi Hendrix or Steely Dan, something like that. No?
I mean, those guys are cool and shit. Actually, no, I just sat trying to get that.
Oh, dude.
You know, like the G3 and shit?
Oh, hell yeah.
Ah, dude, if I could just, if I could just witness that shit in my face and soak it all in there, it'd be so awesome.
Oh, yeah, dude. Him and John Petrucci, he's a god of them, too. Yeah.
No, I'm gonna have to go with Huey Lewis, man.
Huey Lewis,
he's fucking badass, man. This guy's sick, man. Let's get through that shit live.
Yeah, check that shit out. All right, cool, man. Well, thank you very much for your time. I know it's kind of gotta be flexible with these things, but I appreciate all your time, man, and I look forward to you guys performing. You have anything to want to say to your fans on Broken Neck Radio?
Dudes, thanks for watching. Thanks for all your support. Fucking time rules and have a fucking good time.
Awesome, and this is Insanity. I'm signing off for now, and I've been here with Tony on Battlecross, most epic fucking band. Go see them live, support that shit, buy merch, because this is how those motherfuckers get their pay and get from place to place. So thanks for joining in, guys. You guys have a great night. Later.
Cool, man.